So hey y'all, thank you for tuning in for another episode of TalkNSpit. And the guy I got to the right of me is a phenomenal king in his own right. I chose him for Black excellence because he embodies what that is. If there's not one person that I know that puts our city on the map, he is that individual. Before then, I would like to shout out our sponsors for today's episode. It's sponsored by Big Stop Drop and Roll, and I can't wait to get my egg rolls. He's supposed to deliver them. But yes, and also the Queening Collection, where you can get sunglasses, boutique, and eyelashes all in one. And so introduce yourselves to everybody. If they don't know who you are, they under a rock, but let the people know who you are and what you do, how they find you on social media, all that great stuff.
Hi y'all, I'm Dolo, Mr. Get It Poppin', hottest host, promoter, entrepreneur in the city. I be on Twitter, Dolo MN on Twitter, Dolo Mr. GIP on Instagram, Dolo Harris on Clubhouse. And yeah, I'm just a big entrepreneur in the city, a grinder.
What epitome of a grind. I'm mad at you mentioned Clubhouse. Well, my name is Brianna Chatese on Clubhouse this plan. But no, Dolo, I chose you because you have been in the game for a really long time. And so I'm gonna insert a photo of this first flyer that I found of him. He was promoting a party with Jay Estate in 2011. Like, so what was the very first party that you ever put on, and what was your experience?
Very first party I put on was January 1st, 2011.
So that is the flyer that I have. Yep.
It's called the New Year's Jump Off.
Yeah, so how was that like? Why did you decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna be this person that I'm gonna host shows, I'm become a promoter, I'm gonna do this? Like, where did that idea come from?
Where it really came from, everybody got that little phase in college where they really trying to figure it out. And I figured that out like my first semester of college. It's like, you're going to go to school, you're going to have to pay all this money back, you know what I'm saying, that you really don't know what you want to do. And at the moment, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So when I came back to the cities one weekend, I think the fraternities, like the Qs and the Kappas, was throwing a party. Mm-hmm. And when I seen it wasn't at no real club, it was like a venue they rented. I asked the dude, I said, damn, y'all make money off this type of, you know what I'm saying? So right. They was like, yeah. So, I was like, I wonder if you really could, I'm gonna start throwing parties when I get back to the city. So then I just got into the party scene, like just through friends, like, yo, who throw parties in the city now? They're like, nobody. I said, really? They say that's a thing. Like, people really didn't know like that was a thing, So I got into, I pretty much got my feet in the door with like one club, and they let me. It was a couple other promoters, and then my name was on it. It didn't do too good. A lot of people ain't gonna see that flyer because I didn't know what I was doing. You get what I'm saying? So then I called my best friend Will. Rest in peace. I called him, and I was like, I seen on his Facebook that he was throwing parties in Atlanta. So I started getting some information from him, like, bro, what's that party stuff? He was telling me about how in Atlanta they was doing $1 parties at the house parties. They was doing $2 parties, and they was making like, back then, it's 10 years ago, so now a lot of people, I'm 18, fresh out of school, they saying they can make $3,000 off a party.
You like, what?
I said, that's it? Okay, say less. I'm like, what you got to do? And he like, bro, you just got to, and then he's like, bro, he really told me this. He said, bro, honestly, you already a cool ass nigga. Like, you was already popular out of high school. So you might as well just do parties. Everybody that's still home gonna come. So I took his word with it. He actually came back to the cities that summer of 2010, that winter of 2010. He enrolled into Augsburg to go to school because he left Morehouse. And when he came back, we was like, bro, let's just do the party shit. Fuck it. I'll put the money behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's 18. This is 19. I know he's 19. You know what I'm saying? So right. We both 19. He like, bro, I know you can do it. And he's like, bro, we can do it together. Bet. I'll put the money up. Let's go. Let's just do a party. So now it's come New Year's. We like, when the perfect time to do a party? New Year's. It's like, so let's book something. So we tried to get New Year's Eve. We couldn't get New Year's Eve, but we found out if we book New Year's Day, it'll be cheaper. So we got my next door neighbor, shout out to Big Mo, and we just talked him into it. Like, man, we just need, I think it was like $1,700. We just need half a cent. We just need like $850. Go ahead and just give us $850. He said, forget it. How much I'm gonna make back? Man, we're gonna try to make that back and some. All right, he says $850. Here. Gave him the $850. We booked it out the spot and brought 800 people in there. It was like $1 to get in. It was like,
yeah, it was on your flyer. It said, that's the funny part, and I can't wait for people to see it. I'm gonna put it on. I said this party was $1. It really made me realize that it was $1 party. Like,
yeah, because we was like, we said throw a free party. It was like, no, we could at least charge $1. So we said, fuck it, we're gonna charge $1. So it's so packed. It's like, you know, Will a hustler. He done did it and he's seen how the doors go. He's seen how lines move. He instantly, all right, you, $15. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 people, $15. That's $5 a person now. So come on, y'all get right in though. This and that, you know. So now it's moving. We end up making like probably like 3,500 back. You know what I'm saying? So we made our money and some, you know, and that was just the kickstart though. That was a motivation thing.
So is that what kind of just inspired? Like, you know what? Like, look, this is easy. Like, Dolo, you are the first person that I knew start putting on parties. Like, think, right? We in high school, we going out to Myth to party. You had to sneak in cream if you wasn't in. And so it's like Club X. I know you remember Club X that we used to go to. And so it's like you were the first person that was like, not only did you make it affordable, you made it like fun. Like, how do you think that what made people start rocking with you as fast as they did? Of course, right? You was dope in high school, but why do you think people rock with you the way that they rock with you?
Energy, because you know, so me, I was in high school. I did theater for 4 years and hosted. I did was really like the beginning of something at Henry. Like they used to always just let the seniors host the talent show. I hosted the talent show 2 years in a row, my junior and senior year. So the hosting thing was pretty much something I was cool with doing all the time. You get what I'm saying? So when you come to my parties, I'm creating the energy off me hosting. You feel me? I'm seeing people getting hype and I'm amping it up. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be having fun at the party because I'm amping it. You feel me? So that's how I became so much of a big host too. It got to the point where, okay, so it started off with me hosting my parties. Once I hosted my parties, people coming to my parties was doing their own stuff. So they're like, bro, how much you charge to host? And I'll be looking like,
I never even thought about that yet.
How much you got? You get what I'm saying? So, and then I got 250, 300. I'm like, damn, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that gladly. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I was like promoting people parties like it was mine off that 300. You feel me? So it was like, after a while, people was like, hell yeah, we got to pay him because he going to promote it. Everybody know him. His parties go crazy. You get what I'm saying? We might as well just tap in with the hottest host and promoter, like promoter-wise, because I'll get out on the streets.
People don't realize that you're more than just a host.
Yeah, I get out on the streets, promote. I do social media crazy. Like, my social media is crazy over the years. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I really grew. Like, and then after a while, I was just hosting parties for a couple hundred. I started seeing concerts come now. So now it's concerts coming. I'm like, how do I get into concerts? They done already paid these artists $30,000 so much, however much they paying them. How can I get my way in? I do it for free. So I hosted like
for free.
Yeah, I was hosting concerts. I hosted like 5 concerts for free. All big concerts though. I made it make sense. I hosted like The Game. I hosted what else for free? I hosted 5 nice size concerts for free. And then when I hosted them concerts, now it was a bigger crowd. You get what I'm saying? So I say, yeah, I'm Dolo the host and I throw my own parties, but yeah, why not host these concerts for free and get these, you know what I'm saying, these big people crowds. You feel me?
Then it blew up your platform. So
it blew up my platform because like, who is this dude? Who was the MC before the concert? Like they was seeing me so much at all the big concerts. They was like, who is dude? Like, who is him? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is the dude that get all the concerts lit? Like, I just seen him at this concert. I seen this dude at this concert. He throw water on people. He jumping off the stage. Who is dude? You get what I'm saying? Like,
and the crazy thing is what you tapped into is Dolo, and I want people to catch this. You literally used your talents, and you was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for free, knowing that that's what was your investment. Like a lot of times people that they want to start off, they want to be making $1,000 an episode. Like, I need this right away. Sometimes you're gonna have to do your gift for free so that you can reap the benefits in the long run. Because I didn't even know. I was just like, dang, Dolo make it look. Dolo getting paid. He got this concert, this concert, this concert. And it's also the perception, right? And you know how people are in Minnesota. People gonna rock with somebody they seeing frequently. And so people like, dang, Dolo doing this. So I can only imagine that's why the parties after that just kind of got even bigger. So I have a question, right? So you was just Dolo Harris, and then you came up with Mr. Get It Poppin'. Where did this name come from?
I ain't gonna lie. So we was getting high in the truck. Me and my best friends. I ain't gonna lie. Me, my best friend Ken, Los, and John, and they can vouch. We was literally getting high in the truck, and as my name in the party game is starting to take off, I was like, okay, me hosting on the mic, I gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like Richie Rich had his name because he was just lit. But I'm like, I gotta say something. Like, I just can't be like, it's your boy Dolo. Yeah, Dolo. So I'm like, man, I gotta have like a name. Like, what's gonna be my name? I said it could be Dolo Get It Poppin' or Dolo Mr. Two Turn. They said Mr. Two Turn sound kind of weak. Then somebody else said Mr. Get It Poppin' sound kind of corny too though. Los, if you watching this, you said that. Los said, yeah, Mr. Two Turn kind of corny though. I know he said Mr. Get It Poppin' kind of weak too though. I said, but it rolls off the tongue, Mr. GIP. I said, hell yeah, I'm going Mr. Get It Poppin'. They said, hell no, that shit, it's cool, but it ain't. We're gonna see. And it was over with. Once I start yelling at the mic, when I say get it, this will have low soul. Once I got to them big crowds and I got my little chant, when I say get it, y'all say popping. Oh my God.
Los was like, oh, that's it. That's
it was over with. And everybody started saying popping. It's over with. Lo said, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. I see
what you did. That's funny. Shout out to Carlos. I love Carlos. Carlos blessed me in I'm just gonna give him a little. I'm gonna give him his flowers right now. We was in there, I was getting my locks twisted. I'm like, Los, since you paying for your hair, pay for mine. I thought I was just joking. Los paid for my hair to get twisted, y'all. That's a real one. So
that's crazy.
Surrounded by some really dope individuals. My last hairstyle was contributed to Carlos. Okay, he paid for it. But okay, I have a question. Right, me knowing you personally, you work your butt off. You grind. And I know you grind because I could just see from not only from a distance, but I've been around you and I see how you orchestrate events, how you do it. How do you balance all of that? And you also are a father too. So how do you balance that lifestyle, which is long hours, you up late, talking to people during the day, working at night? How do you balance everything out?
I mean, it's pretty easy. I ain't gonna lie, because the club stuff is usually the weekend. You know, so I just had my kids they 4 now. This last year been the pandemic, so the years before that, my kids' mothers was very understanding. You know, just club nights. I probably don't get them that night, but I get them during the day. Right. You know what I'm saying? When the business, that's why I'm glad I am in the business I am, because it's mostly emails and calls. You know, I can always go take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Smoke in the bathroom and talk on the phone.
So you know, it's a good question. How have you, knowing that you host the karaoke nights, you promote those, you've done parties, you've done concerts. How has the pandemic affected that business part for you?
I mean, you know, people, it's a good and bad thing. People, you know, you got to stay relevant in these times. That's really what it is. Good thing that everybody love me regardless, and I still do my Dolo hour every once in a while.
You asked a question about that too. By the way, Dolo hour, keep going.
But yeah, it's just really about staying relevant. You know what I'm saying? Just staying in people's face. You know, financially wise, shout out to dude because they got the unemployment thing. So I was they was able to look out. You know what I'm saying? In them times, financial wise. Another good thing, they did open for a short period of time too, so I was able to make my little money in that time when they did open back up for a short period of time. But other than that, it was really the benefit of it is it made people miss going out. So when I do go back out, or when the parties do come back, it's gonna be crazy.
This is a shameless, I'm putting this out there. If I'm not sitting next to you in the booth, because I don't even go out. You know me, I don't go out. So if I'm going to be out, okay, I want to enjoy my experience. Okay, I want to sit in, I want to be classy and sitting up cute. Because I remember one time, it's so fun. I don't think you remember this. I came in town for college and you was hosting a show. You was hosting a party. And I walked in with Taylor. And you was like, Brianna Edwards is out at a club, and you said it on the mic. I was so embarrassed.
That's another reason why people love me in the hosting side, because like I make people feel like superstars. Everybody does. Everybody.
When you said, I was like, did this nigga just say?
If I know you, you gonna feel like a superstar, like for real. Birthdays. If I just know you generally, like what's up, dog? That's just me saying what's up.
The best thing about you. All right, so knowing that, right, you've expressed a lot on your social media about, if you don't turn your camera the other way, I'm gonna bush you.
I'm trying to. I got you.
Move your hand. And I'm keeping this in here too. Look, you don't see your thumb on the camera like this.
I do, man. Hey, I feel like an old nigga trying to work this shit.
Right, you like this. This is what you look like.
How about how you work the camera?
But no, on social media, you talk a lot about like supporting us, right? Supporting the Black-owned businesses, supporting artists. What made you launch Dolo Hour? Like, where did that idea come from? You are an advocate for Minnesota's own artists. Like, you play all types of music, and you actually rock with it. Like, what inspired that, and what is the important? Why is it so important for us to support each other?
With Dolo Hour, it was really more so. Honestly, it was just a live where, my bad. It was really just a live where I just needed music. I was tired of listening to other people's music. I was tired of listening to the famous rappers' music. I just wanted to find. I'm like, man, who got hot music? That's all it really was. Like, who got hot music in the city? You know. And when I started doing the live, people would be watching, sending me music, and as they sending me music, I started finding like the Nimic Revenues. You know what I'm saying? Nimic Revenues is one of the first really Dolo artists that like, I ain't gonna lie, that was really like one of the first ones that I low key like blew up in the city. I would say not even so blew up, just made like a name everywhere in like our inner city area. Just because like we all found Nimic. Like Nimic sent her music in, we all listening to Nimic, like damn, Nimic's cold. So I started throwing her every time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I went on tour with Alan Kingdom, and I'm driving the Sprinter, and I'm playing Nimic's music, and Alan Kingdom wanted to do music with Nimic. So that's when they got connected and made it a bigger wave towards Nimic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started. So it was a lot of people really started tuning into their music off the Dolo Hour. You feel me?
Absolutely. Even me, I promise you, if it wasn't for you and Dolo Hour, I wouldn't know 90% of the artists, because there's a lot of people do music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, you don't move your hand off this thing on camera. Dolo, I'm doing
it this way. I'm putting my hand on this one. Can you hear me now? Is my mic? Is my mic? Can you hear my mic? I just didn't want to cover my mic.
No, I can hear you. I can hear your mic. But what you're doing is this. This is what it looked like. This is your face.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to bust you in the head. But it's okay. You know what? I appreciate you. But like, no, for real, honestly, like no bullshit. If you didn't start Dolo Hour, I would have never knew about the artist. Because I think the platforms that they have, you don't really get to see or you get to hear their music, because you only have, even if they're on Apple Music, you can't just say, okay, let me see the local artists in my city. You can't see that. There's no way to do that. And so that's phenomenal, which leads me to, you've been hosting Versus Minnesota. What was
Yeah, I hosted the first two ones.
Yeah, you hosted the first one. What? Well, I know that the verses was a thing that Swiss Beats and Timberland, they did that. Like, why? Why was that important to do that? And then how did that come about? Like, how did they require your services, or if you created it or you collaborated with it? Like, what was that like?
So, the verses was just been a big thing, like going on for the whole quarantine for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? What really expired that verses, I feel like, was the Gucci Man and Jeezy. You feel me? Everybody, it just seemed like it was a million viewers, million plus viewers. You know what I'm saying? The biggest verses ever.
Yeah.
So I feel like that verses inspired everybody. You feel me? And I just threw something out there that day, like I want to see John Ray versus Lil James. You get what I'm saying? But then that was just me in my mind. I ain't never think it was gonna happen though, you know. But then Trap Right, Malik from Trap Right hit me up like, bro, let's really do a versus. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who? He said, I talked to John Ray and I talked to Cash the Kid. They said they'd do it. Okay, let's do it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Let's do it. You feel me? So, and then it went off from there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I promoted it heavy. I knew it was gonna have a buzz. Everybody that know that was like a long lasting little rap beef that was going on a couple years ago. You feel me? And it took off like a rocket. 1,600 views.
Yeah, I was on it. I ain't gonna lie. You see if you go through, you see my little comments.
Yeah.
I was there the whole time. I ain't gonna lie. Them comments was funny. If y'all have not seen that video, don't judge me for all my comments that I said, because I was cracking jokes on that one. Just gonna throw it out there. I was cracking a little.
Watch that. Go to the Trap Right page and watch that.
Exactly. Go to the Trap Right page and tune in. But all right. So think about this, right? I know that you were the first promoter that I knew to just be out there promoting parties, promoting shows, promoting concerts. What makes you, for one, great at what you do? And how do you draw a crowd? I know that you're personable, you funny, but like, what is it about you that you are the one person in the state of Minnesota that always pulls out a crowd? Then you start hosting the sipping paints, the trapping paints, like, you know what it takes to pull out a crowd. Why is that? Like, what separates you from other promoters?
Consistency. Like, I just stay consistent. Like, and being consistent comes with people booking you. You know what I'm saying? I'm always in their face, so they like, damn, who is dude that's always in our face? You feel me? We got to get him. And then people would it'd be word of mouth. Like, anybody like, bro, I'm trying to throw a party. You better give that boy Dolo. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to pack, you better hit up Dolo. I got a show. Well, the only person I know throw shows is Dolo. You feel me? It's just really consistency. Like, I've been doing it for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So.
Years. People don't understand. This has been 10 years in the making, y'all. I didn't choose Dolo for just no reason. Like, he's been doing this for 10 years. And so, all right, on a personal level, I got 2 more questions, and then I'm going to allow you to try to figure out your gaming system. If you don't move your thumb off the camera. You biked to Breonna Taylor's city. And I know that you talked about it when on an interview that you and I was on, but I want your full, authentic, like, what was that like? What inspired that? Like, what made you want to do that? That was the first time that I seen you in the light of being like an activist. Like, I thought about it. I thought that you already was a dope individual. Like, you always express how you feel. You always keep it real. But that, I was like, dang, like, that's crazy. So what inspired that? How did it feel? What was that process like? Let me know.
Well, I'm gonna be real. It was like, so in the beginning, the quarantine happened, and then when the summer hit, they were only letting people get outside to do activities. So me and all the homies started biking. We just started biking. Like, we really all went and bought bikes and just biked around the city. You get what I'm saying? And one day I was on a conversation with the guys, and it was some stuff going on. Like, we was just like watching everything that was going on in the city. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out, the dude that walked here 1,000 miles too.
Yeah, that guy.
He was on his journey. Yeah, that guy. So he was on his journey too. So me and my guys was talking, and one of my closest homies, Ro, was like, "Yo, you should just bike to Breonna Taylor." And I said, hell no. He said, no, bro, that actually would be dope, and I'll go with you. I said, you bluffing. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he gonna ride with me though.
Right. Oh, you thought he was gonna ride?
Ride with
you.
me.
He's wrong with you.
Like, you know, you always throw that little hint out there. You think it was a little more motivation. Like, okay, you gonna ride with me? Bad. And then I think he didn't know I was gonna take it serious. He said, "No, bro, I'll go with you though, bro. But I ain't riding no bike, bro." Like, but you know, he was security. You know, he got his own armed and unarmed security company. Yeah. So it was like, all right, come on, just be my security then. You know, right. So with that extra motivation from my brothers, my mom, everybody, you know, everybody tell you, like, you got this. Like, you are the voice to do this. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's, and it's more your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell your kids, like, I biked from Minnesota to Kentucky, you know what I'm saying, for a purpose. You feel me?
You don't move your hand, Dolo. I'm going to bust you in your head.
No, it was something that was on your face. I was trying to get it.
Oh, my fault. Sorry.
But it was more of a legacy thing. Like, you know, just you could say you did it, you know? Like, it don't matter who else know about it. You could say you did it. You know what I'm saying? So I got pictures and I got everything else to show my kids what I did in the name of us. You get what I'm saying? In the name of Breonna Taylor. Just to show, like, and I just, like, wanted to genuinely meet her mom. That was dope. So.
That's dope. I promise. So when I seen that, like.
It was a mental. Like, if you can do some shit like that, if you can bike from Minnesota to Kentucky, you can do it. You feel me?
I need to know, because as much as I'm all about the people, I'm about us. I can't bike for an hour, let alone bike to Kentucky. Like, how many hours did you bike, sir?
So the first couple days, it was like a test run. I was biking for 4 hours a day, but that was getting me real sick, like fatigue, stomach cramps, all that. So I had to learn my body. So what I had to do was I bike in the morning, I eat a big breakfast, bike for 2 hours and a half, 3 hours. It depends on how I feel. I made me a lunch, or I'll go get something to eat. Jimmy John's was very, very key. Jimmy John's was clutch. Jimmy John's was clutch. I fell in love with Jimmy. When I say I fell in love with Jimmy John's off of that trip, I fell in love with Jimmy John's off of it because it was so clutch. I could go there, get 2 subs, some chips, and something to drink, eat the whole sub and the chips, and then bike for another 4 hours because I got all the carbs and all that stuff in me. You feel me? Then I eat the other sandwich in the morning, and I just bike to another Jimmy John's like 3 hours away.
Listen, shout out to Jimmy John. Jimmy John, y'all need to sponsor Dolo. He just plugged
on my mama. Hey, trust me, Ro got a lot of videos. Ro was like, man, we need the Jimmy John sponsor after this, because we was in Jimmy John's, like, literally. I was biking for 13 days. We ate Jimmy John's at least 11 of the 13 days, for sure. Jimmy John's and soul food.
Jimmy John's and soul food. Y'all was smashing Jimmy. Listen, shout out. I love me some Jimmy John's. I love it.
I love soul food. Every city I went to, that was my only, like, that was my personal thing of the vacation. I had every city to go, we had to hit a soul food spot.
And then also, you also went and you met family down. You stopped at a place where your family was. How was that? Just like, you know, them seeing you on that journey of you going to Kentucky.
That was dope. Once I seen that, because we stopped in a city called Maryville, Indiana, and my brother recently just got out. He was incarcerated for like 5 years.
Wow.
We've been talking a lot. We always was talking regardless, but he been out and he been coming here, and I was on the phone with him. We talk almost every day, and he was like, "Where y'all at now?" I said, "Man, we finna stop at this hotel at Maryville." He said, "Where?" He said, Maryville, Indiana, is that what it's called? And then he was like, "What was the address?" He said, "Dude, you 10 minutes away from me." You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So when I'm what, 10 minutes? I said, man, I'm taking a break this day. Like, this is the day to take a break. Like, we going to Gary. Let's go to Gary for the day.
Right.
You feel me? So then we took that break for the whole day with the Gary and kicked it with the fam. Drove around Gary, went and seen where my pops grew up at, you know, kicked it with the cousins. They shot a little video. You feel me? We was chilling.
Oh, that's dope. So my last question: what's next for Mr. Get It Poppin'? Like, what goals do you have for yourself in 2021 when the world opens back up? Like, what things are you excited about?
I got some stuff. I got some stuff in the works. I ain't gonna count my eggs before they hatch.
Hey, don't do that.
I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But just everybody pray for me. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, pray for me. You know, because I definitely got some life changing chess moves in the works. Like very, very big chess moves that's gonna set the city like.
And the crazy thing is, they're yours. I'm telling you, if there's anybody that I believe in, I expect your hustle. I respect your grind. As much as he wanted to give me jokes about me sending my, my copy and paste message to him, I'm actually.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Listen though, I respect it though. You know why?
Why?
I used to do it, so that's how you get popping. Like I couldn't. Let's be real. Like literally typing a message to everybody to help for promo and stuff like that, it was not gonna make it efficient enough to hit as many people as we need to hit. You get what I'm saying? Like me promoting, asking people to post my flyer for me, I can type that out, but I'm not gonna hit 155 people in a day.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, but if I copy and paste, that's gonna take 1 second to do.
1 second, my bad. Boop, paste.
Going on to the next one. Who else I got to hit up? Boop. Okay, who else I got to hit up? Boop. You feel me? Like that's why I was just like, look at her.
You so irritated, and that's what I admire about you. I'm like, dang, all right, I gotta take a book out of Dolo page. This man, I promise you, when you first started promoting parties, I seen them flyers everywhere. I'm like, where the heck? How did he do this? Like, well, you outside at you gotta think I only came home every so often. I'll go into a McDonald's, I see a flyer. I'll go into a barbershop, I see a flyer. I said, this man is out here distributing flyers. Like, look, I got this party.
Everywhere you need. That's the motto. Everywhere somebody gotta be at, we gonna be there. And we gonna have a flyer right there. Y'all like to eat, we're gonna be at every food spot. Y'all gotta go get gas, we at every gas station. And people be slowing away from that. But when the city open back up, guess what's gonna happen again? We at every gas station. We at every.
Do you just
everywhere
go driving around and just drop stuff off? That's what you do.
Man, we got our own route. I got my own route. I know the whole north side. I know what's needed to know on south side. I know enough people to tell me where I need to go on the east side of St. Paul. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere else in St. Paul, any popular store, any popular barbershop, you know?
So you just kind of research over the years, and that's how you.
I just do my research, yeah. And then now everybody know me, so when I pull up, they want me to bring stuff to their shows. They want me to bring stuff. They want me to sell tickets that they, you know what I'm saying? Like that part is becoming easy now, you know. But like I said, I got some chess moves, and
I'm praying
these chess moves, yeah, if that go through, it's back to the grind again. When it go through,
thank you. We're gonna change.
When it go through, it's back to it's literally. I literally have to go back to everything that I'm talking about right now. I have to go back to step one.
And don't worry about it. Now you know how to do it even more efficiently. So it's gonna be done. You're gonna be fine.
Facts.
Great. Like you gotta think all the mistakes you made in the beginning, you're not gonna make those same mistakes because you are aware of how to do it. So you straight, you good. I'm rooting for you.
It's gonna be bigger rewards once I do it now. You know what I'm saying? This next time it's gonna be a bigger reward once I do it. So.
And don't worry, I'll pop out to a couple of events, but I told you what I need. Don't be acting Hollywood when I pop up to an event. I'm like, listen, Dolo, I ain't trying to stay down here with them. Like, I don't twerk no more. Okay, there's no more shaking.
You need a booth. I got you.
All right, and you know what's crazy? Eventually, I'm gonna be able to afford the booth.
You got that right now.
I know.
You got that right now. Come on, man. Do I have to go into my cabinet?
You know what? Look, well, listen, shout out to Love It Seasoning. Look,
Do I have to go into my cabinet? I know it comes profit with all that now.
Listen, everything has a profit. Listen, y'all, before we log out, listen, Dolo sold me out 2 days in a row at his.
You hear me? I know everything comes with a profit. That one comes into
Dolo
another
was
one.
Dolo was like, how many more bags you got? I got 10 left. Nah, these about to be go. Hey, y'all, look, shout out to Brianna. She got this, but nah, I so appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you for this interview. And also I want to shout out this nice little sweater I got on. The link will be in the description box. It's black on. She's fired. Like she designed this herself.
Look at her. She getting sponsorship checks. This is crazy. They getting the sponsor merch. Oh,
you are annoying.
Oh, follow me on my streams, Dolo. I don't even got no name yet. I just wanted to promo just because you did.
You irritate. No, honestly, y'all tune in, tap into Dolo. He has 2 Facebook pages. Find the one that he's most active on. He also has a Facebook page of Mr. Get It Poppin'. Like that one. Follow him on his IG. Tap into his Clubhouse. I don't know why he has.
Follow me on IG and Clubhouse. That's where we get it popping at. Man. That's where you want to interact and really tap in. Follow me on IG and Clubhouse. 2,000 followers on Clubhouse is cracking, man.
And listen, and you won't be disappointed. I'm telling y'all, when he said he support water on people and jump into crowds, that was him. Like, this Negro is crazy. But it all paid off. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. And always peace, love, happiness, and success. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much, Dolo. I appreciate you.